The only contingency is that you are alive. You don't have to look for reasons as to why you are worthy enough of wanting to experience what you want to experience. You wanting to experience something is enough of a reason for you to be able to experience that. The only reason that we are alive and experiencing life in general is because God wanted to experience. That's it. All that's real is this exact moment right now, this eternal now. It's just a projection, it's a dream, and the dream can be anything. The purpose of the dream is to experience. God wanted to experience separation, the illusion of separation. That's why we exist. I feel like we look for so many reasons and we block ourselves off from feeling what we want to feel, from desiring what we want to desire, because we think we're not worthy enough, because we think we haven't earned it yet, when the only price that had to be paid is you being alive. I was doing shadow work recently, trying to dismantle internal beliefs that I have, and through digging and journaling, I discovered that I have this view on the world where the universe is a give and a take. Like something has to be sacrificed, something has to be given up in order for something else to come in. And because I had that association, I had tied something else to it, because the childhood that I went through was so horrific and I experienced so much trauma, I had it in my head that because I experienced these things, I am owed a better future. Like that was like the give and a take. Like that childhood was my give. Now it's time for me to take. And my ego was protecting that belief. It was gripping onto it because I have this want to give meaning to things. Like everything has to happen for a reason. And I placed so much weight and meaning on the things that happened to me in childhood that I was placing a lot of weight and meaning in what that meant for my future, what I was owed and entitled to in my future. But by letting go of that contingency, by saying, oh, actually, the suffering was for no reason, there was actually no point to it, that was painful for the ego to accept. But in accepting that, that means that if suffering wasn't the price I had to pay to earn a good future, then I don't have to keep paying it. I deserve a good future and a good life simply because I exist. That is the only contingency. I don't have to keep perpetuating cycles of suffering to feel like I have earned a good future. Sometimes what we truly want from these experiences that we desire is a sense of freedom, a sense of safety, a sense of belonging, recognition, whatever. And for me, what I wanted the most out of my dream life is a sense of freedom, and I already am that freedom which I seek. I am choosing to not block off that freedom anymore. I am allowing myself to be the freedom that I so craved, because the only thing I need to experience that is being alive. That's it. It's a trick that the mind plays on us. And I love the mind. It's a great tool that we can utilize, but it is a tool that we utilize. It is not the governing force of us. We are above the mind. The mind and our thoughts cannot exist without us. Therefore, we are above the mind. We are the space in which these thoughts exist, not the thoughts themselves. And sometimes these thoughts can try to trick us to make us believe that we are these thoughts. These thoughts will drag us down like a maze in our head. But we are not these thoughts. They cannot exist without us. So we are more powerful than them. We can tell our mind what we want to think. We can tell ourselves what we want to feel. We don't have to be at the mercy of these things. These things cannot exist without us. So ultimately, we hold the power. We are the creator of this reality. We tell reality how to obey to us. We tell it how to act. Reality cannot exist without our perception. It literally cannot exist without us. I feel like sometimes we wait for reality to tell us how to feel. We wait for reality to tell us what to think. And that's backwards, because reality cannot exist if we didn't exist to perceive it. So we tell our circumstances how to act. We are the ones dictating and warping things. It's just an illusion that it's the other way around. And there is no shame in utilizing this power. That's what God wanted for us. He made us in his image. He made us creators because he wants us to create. He wanted to experience this, so he created experience. He wanted to experience life through us. So that's why we have the desires we have in our heart, is because God desires to experience that through us. There's nothing wrong with desiring the things that we do. There's no need to prove anything to ourselves or to other people. We don't have to have the illusion of lack be what propels us through life. Things can come from a space of abundance. Desire can come from a space of too muchness, not from a place of lack. Like, we have too much art within us. It needs to come out. There's too much poetry within me. It has to come out into the world. There's too much love. I have to love. Like, this desire from too muchness. We can use that as a propeller through life. I just want to capture the colors.